from 1979. Directed by Ridley Scott and starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto. Alien is one of the most iconic movies ever made, one of the most iconic franchises, still pumping out movies to this day. In less than a week, we are going to be watching Alien Romulus in theaters, a movie that takes place 20 years after Alien. Welcome back to the Act of Violence channel. My name is Alec. Let's talk Alien. Of course, this version is the 1993 VHS that comes out of this box set right here. And we'll just go ahead and slip it right in there so you can see it in there with it. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a black box. It has these, I guess they're just stickers because this one on this side's just peeling off. It's not printed on there, but that is the Alien logo there. Pretty simple. They have sort of uniform looking tapes, which we all like when they do sets like this. But today we're just going to focus on Alien. These were, of course, available for individual purchase as well. Alien and Aliens were two movies that I was introduced to at a very young age by my mom. She was a big sci-fi fan. She introduced me to Terminator and Aliens. We need to throw this tape in the VCR. Now, oddly enough, when I do these VHS reviews, one of my favorite things is reviewing the commercials and the ads and the different bumpers that they put before the movie. Well, in this case, there's only one, and it's not even a trailer. It's not a commercial. It's just the Fox Home Video logo. Then straight into the movie. Hey, this would be ideal back in the day. It's just now that we're nostalgic for these commercials that we want them. But back in the day, this would have been beautiful. You put the tape in, the movie just starts. It's beautiful. Now I'm just going to go through and talk about a bunch of random things I like about this movie. I don't think there's anything I'm going to say is a negative for this movie. This is a near-perfect masterpiece. Let's just get that out of the way. The effects and design of this movie, top-notch. And that's where I'm going to start. Obviously, we have H.R. Geiger to thank for a lot of that art design and the aliens and the alien ships and whatnot. It's beautiful, it's haunting, it's spooky. But when I'm talking about the design, I'm obviously not just talking about that. I'm talking about the design of the actual spaceships as well. Just the uniforms and the tech that they use. It's very retro future at this point, but holy crap, it's beautiful. The scene of them waking up in these pods that open up very slowly, like, this is something that's been recreated in every science fiction movie since then. When they just wake up looking confused, that's me. That's how I wake up. It's a glorious horror, sci-fi, spooky slasher set in space. I'm not the first person to claim that this is obviously a slasher movie set in space. This is a discussion that's been had many times now. This is also a reason why I think it's superior to Aliens.
Hot take alert. Hot take alert. Hot take alert.
What is happening?
Hot take alert.
Anyway, the music for this movie is also insanely good. It's unsettling, it creeps in, it makes your blood curdle, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Goldsmith blows it out of the fucking water. I will say the only comedic effect is the head being turned back on of the android. Come on, how are you gonna do my guy Ash like that? I can't remember if it's because it's in the novelization or something, but at the very beginning of the movie where all the computers are blinking, it's like they're talking to each other and stuff. It's very interesting. I think this movie really shaped sci-fi going forward. Like, if this movie didn't happen, almost all of 80s and 90s and 2000s sci-fi would be completely different. Therefore everything after it as well. But this is maybe the most famous final girl of all, Ripley. She gets brought back multiple times, dies a few times, I think. The big difference between Alien and Aliens and Terminator 2 is that, yes, Sarah Connor returns, but she's not she's not a badass in the first movie. That's just not a thing. It's new to her. She's newly exposed to this. In the second movie, she's a complete badass. Ripley is badass in Alien, and she's badass in Aliens. I really appreciate Harry Dean Stanton in this movie. I just love him in general. The entire cast of this movie is unforgettable. The visuals are something I cannot get tired of. It's a comforting movie for me to watch. Sure, a lot of that is nostalgia because this is not normally you'd think of something that's comforting to watch. And it's funny that childhood me couldn't recognize Tom Skerritt from Alien to Top Gun. Veronica Cartwright plays Lambert, and this is an interesting character because in Aliens it's revealed on the background that this character is trans. Welcome to the future, baby. I think the only movie that had a bigger effect on sci-fi movies in general had to have been 2001: A Space Odyssey, right? I personally can't point to a single other movie other than that had a bigger influence than Alien. And my favorite thing about the first one in comparison to some of the other ones is the horror element. This one is truly horrifying, which is what makes me so excited for Alien Romulus. Now, I have previously ranked all of the Alien movies. You can check that out here if you want. But I loved Prometheus. Not a fan of Covenant, but I love Prometheus. Before I rate this movie, why don't you go ahead and jump in the comments down below and let me know what you think of Alien. If you're excited for Alien Romulus, do you think I'm insane for thinking Alien is better than Aliens? Because I know I'm not the only person who thinks that. This is going to be a 5 out of 5 hearts. Alien is probably in my top 10 movies of all time. And that's the thing, it was very hard to make this video, and like, what do I say about this movie? It's hard to describe why I love it so much. If you like this video, be sure to check out this one and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.